Once you're ready to lay your boundary wire, go back to your charging station, get your boundary wire and make sure you have at least 50 centimetres spare. And then you will also need your 2 rulers that come with your robotic lawnmower. When laying down your boundary wire, use your ruler and make sure when you're laying your boundary wire close to a wall that it is no less than 35 centimetres away. When you're laying your boundary wire next to a pathway or flower bed, that is no less than 30 centimetres away. If it is any less than this, the robotic lawnmower may get stuck. When you've got grass beside paving, the boundary wire needs to be no less than 10 centimetres from the edge. When you've got paving stones, stepping stones in the middle of your lawn, the robotic lawnmower can just cut the grass and run over those continuously. Now that we're laying the boundary wire, the first thing we need to do is to connect the boundary wire to the back of the charging station. Inside your robotic lawnmower box, you will get these little purple connectors. Simply grab your pliers, a purple connector, and fix it down to your boundary wire. You then need to decide if this boundary wire is going to the left or going to the right of the charging station. This one here is going to the left, and we will plug it directly in to the socket with the L above it. It firmly is plugged in, and we will then grab one of these stickers here marked AL for left and stick it to the boundary wire. This then identifies this is going to the left of the charging station. Now that we are laying the boundary wire, we need to use the pegs provided, and every 70 centimetres we need to peg down the boundary wire. At the moment, the boundary wire is visible in the lawn, but within 1 month to 2 months, the boundary wire will have disappeared as the grass would have knitted in between it. Now that you are laying the boundary wire, we need to go around an obstacle. Lay your boundary wire down towards the obstacle, but do not knock the pegs all the way into the ground, as we will need that for the wire that comes back around the obstacle. Once you've laid your wire all the way around the obstacle, when you get to the end, grab the other piece of wire, peg both bits of wire together, but make sure the wire does not cross. Otherwise the robotic lawnmower will get confused, and follow it all the way back to the edge of your lawn. While laying the boundary wire, you will also need to mark out where you're going to lay the guide wire. So the guide wire will determine where the robotic lawnmower follows to go back into its charging station. So it needs to be at a relatively central point in the lawn. To do this, to mark this out, we will connect the wires later. Simply grab your guide wire and make a loop, and use your rubber mallet and peg it into the lawn. And we'll come back to it later to connect it up. Now that we've laid the boundary wire all the way around the lawn, we now need to connect the right hand side. So once again, grab one of your purple connectors, your pliers, squeeze together till you hear the click, get the connector and insert it into the connection with the R above it for the right hand side. Again, feel the click, grab the sticker, AR, and that then identifies that that wire is the right hand wire, and stick that to the boundary wire. You now have your left hand side connected up and your right hand side connected up. Now what we need to do is connect the guide wire to the charging station.